beef, 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 cow, 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 cow. Slaughter, 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 slaughter.
Wait. I just said the most viperous words in the nation without getting shot? Oh my god! I'm the boy who lived! Oh my god! You know what? I totally deserve a medal for this. Like that, what you just saw back there, was an insanely heroic. This fellow had come to bomb and kill everyone. And our police have found evidence that he is a terrorist.
What sort of evidence, sir?
Well, first of all, he is a Muslim. And on top of that, he is a Memon. I also heard him saying Allahu Akbar. In India, the consumption of beef is one of the strongest taboos, and that's pretty evident taking into account the number of heinous incidents that have taken place over the past 2 years. This is primarily due to the enormous number of misconceptions prevailing in our society. The first one being,
क्योंकि हम हिंदू हैं और हिंदू कभी बीफ नहीं खाता.
what? Well, obviously, no, yeah, I mean, I totally love cow stuff. According to a lot of Hindu scholars and well-researched books, cows were slaughtered and provided the people with nourishment. The meat was eaten by the priest who partook of the ritual offering and those of the community who could afford it. The Rig Veda also indicates that during special occasions such as marriages and elaborate banquets, cattle, specifically cows, were slain, presumably for food. Further, even back then, a variety of products, leather and otherwise, were produced from their hide. पर फिर भी काव हमारी माता है, इसलिए तुम बीफ नहीं खा सकते. There is a plethora of societies and people in India who believe that beef equals to only cows. However, the beef we consume actually comprises of cows, bulls, buffaloes and water buffaloes. The latter actually accounting for most of the beef in India. And if cows are really considered to be the sacred animal, then why has India been the largest beef exporter in the world for the past 2 years, with global beef exports of 2,082 metric tons as of August 2015, generating a whopping 4.8 billion US dollars annually. 4.8 billion dollars. That's like 80 times what a PM's party has spent on his extravagant flight expeditions. That wasn't supposed to be in the script. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Can I at least shortlist my 72? Now that we have tackled a few misconceptions, let's throw a little light on some of the conspicuous observations of this prevaricate episode. Majority of us are aware of how Muhammad Aghlaq was slaughtered in UP 10 months ago. And being the proudly arrogant country we are, we didn't stop at that. A couple was beaten mercilessly and then thrown out of a running train by some Hindutva activist for supposedly consuming beef. Men were killed in Kanpur, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Manipur, Srinagar, And of late, this happened.
आयो खाना काट के गदरा खा जाओ
Two Muslim men, Mukhtiar and Rizwan, were allegedly forced to eat a mixture of cow dung and cow urine by the volunteers of the so-called Gav Rakshak Dal in Haryana. Sitting on the highway, they were first thrashed mercilessly and then with their swollen faces were made to swallow cow feces with the help of water in the name of purification. And what do I say about Haryana? It is like Haryana is the breeding ground for ignorant savages, their parent being the chief minister himself, whose bigotry and prejudice has been displayed multiple times in his open threats to the Muslim community under the guise of protection of cows. And the state, Haryana, is on the verge of imposing Gav Rakshak tax on banquet halls, any form of entertainment, on food grains, and collect 50% of the donations from state-managed temples. Yes, Haryana, that same state which has one of the highest number of women rights violation cases in the nation. This is the preposterous state of our country right now, where women have even lesser security than cows. In a response to a question after the lynching in Dadri, the Prime Minister had replied, "What has the central government to do with it? It is for the state government to respond." This is like an arsonist telling the firemen, "Hey, tum log time pe nahi aaye, isliye mera ghar jal gaya. Now you pay for my house." Okay. Maybe that wasn't the best impersonation of arsonist Modi. Let's just give it another shot. मित्रों, देर से आए हो तुम इस बंदे के द्वार, अब की बार मोदी सरकार।
Snoop Dogg.
When cabinet ministers or members of the parliament belonging to the ruling party make such inflammatory and preposterous statements which have direct consequences in inciting violence against any community, the center has every fucking thing to do with it. And if, say, hypothetically, tomorrow the Muslims in the country were to torture and slaughter those who consume pork and alcohol, for it hurts their religious sentiments and it is explicitly prohibited in the Quran, would you and your political party have the same response, Mr. Prime Minister? And if you can't really come up with a viable solution, then do what your government does the best. Ban these leaders, because removing them from their post would have an immediate and salutary impact in preventing others from making such statements. Finally, India does not need any national anti-cow slaughter law, okay? India is a diverse nation and it does not require laws to further diversify it based on dietary preferences of its citizens. It has other priorities it should be addressing to immediately, such as, say, being the country with the largest malnourished population in the world. I've been Ahad Memon, and I would really appreciate it if you could share this video with others in order to, create awareness. And if your religious ego and sentiments didn't permit you to like this video, don't worry, I got you covered, bro, with this dope Batman poster, cause you definitely can't dislike Batman, right? Right? Well, if neither of them really convinced you, here's a picture of a cute cat.